must admit it's one of the worst ones I've seen in a bit, so I'll just do it in intervals. I'll just do a minute at a time, and eventually it'll clear up. A bit of a pain really. Obviously this has been tipped up quite badly. Someone's probably had it upside down and tried to mess about with it. What's happening with you here?
I'm freezing.
Why are you free? I've got shorts and t-shirt on, look. Look, I've got the Shepherd Group brass band t-shirt on, look. Look at you. What are you like? You're going snowboarding. Here, come and look at my lawnmower, look. What do you think of this here? What does that look like? Look at it.
It's smoky.
It is a bit smoky, isn't it? Tell you what you can do. You can move out the way of the smoke, and you can start it up, and you can film me demonstrating how I've got this throttle cable set properly, because it chokes itself properly. See when you open that, mate? I'm showing you. See when you open that, it opens that clasp up there, you see, and that chokes it. And then when I press it down to the bottom, like that, it opens it up, which makes it run as it should. So you're going to film me with that, and then all the way down there, and we'll see the difference in speed. Alright, there you go, it's recording, so let's have a go.
Let's have a look.
Right, bang, it's not running quite right yet, but then you can film this and we'll listen to the difference in speed. Yeah, so as you can see, we're getting there. This is eventually beginning to clear after 3 or 4 minutes really. I'll run it again, but I'm quite happy to put this air filter box back on. I'm going to put a bit more petrol in this. There's not a lot in it, and if you run these dry you can drag a load of rubbish through the tank and into this nicely serviced carburettor. And it's taken me no more than sort of 15-20 minutes to do all this really, once you get the idea of where the linkages go. So there's a little bit more burning off, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a good runner. Right, so can we see this petrol cap? It's great when I've got a camera person, so I'm not trying to do it all myself. It's alright having a tripod, but it's not as good as having a handy helper, is it? So I'm going to put this air filter box back on now. I want to show it's going to run alright. So I'll just quickly remove this cover again. One thing I do like about these compared to the Briggs ones is the cover's easy to remove. The only problem with that is I get loads of these with broken recoils, and I never get a broken recoil on the Briggs ones. So nice and easy to remove and get out of the way, but pretty useless to be honest. Nobody likes these. No one likes these mowers. Everything's plasticky. You try and undo the oil thing, the whole tube comes out. The petrol tank's split at the back. The recoils break. The carburetors are always gunked up like that one was, and they have the same problems. It's just a bad, cheap design really. And it's a shame really, because the Mountfield deck it's on is pretty decent really. So I'll take that off. Just put this petrol cover back on here, look. Let's just get that on. We'll move that one round there. Take that off out of the way. That just moves over there. You come round here, mate. What I'm going to do now, come round here, mate. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to try and keep it all exactly where it is now. And I'm going to put this back on. This is where it gets a bit fiddly, because you have to undo everything and then put this air filter box back on. Oh, excuse me, got a fly on my nose. Has it gone? Has it? Hey David, say hello to Harry anyway. Harry's my newest subscriber. My cousin Harry.
Hello Harry.
I got a message this morning saying he'd subscribed. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Why aren't you subscribed? Have you subscribed to me on YouTube?
I don't go on YouTube.
Yeah, you do. You go on it every morning with your brother watching Lego.
Don't.
Yeah, you do. I've seen you. Don't tell me you should be watching my lawnmower videos first. So forget that there. And just hopefully hold everything up. If I put one of these through here, can you see what I'm doing?
Mm.
So put that back through there and then get it back through. Let's just get one in like that. And we'll just get them in here and get one started. It should hold itself up. And that's not too bad, is it? I should have done that in the first place really, instead of trying to run this mower without it on. Make sure everything runs freely still. Can you see here, mate? See everything moving about, David, on the top?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to put this hose here. You see this hose? I'll put that back on there before I tighten everything back up. I'm also going to put this little screw in here, which connects it at the front as well, before I nip it all up. Let's get that back in there. Otherwise you forget and it's never quite lined up properly where you want it to be. So we'll put that in there, look like that. I've got a fly on me, it's annoying me. Right, Dave, you come round here, mate, then you can see what I'm doing, can't you? Put that in there, can't we? And get that. Just tighten these up evenly, don't over tighten these, there's no need. Put that back on. And I've got the air filter box somewhere. I just don't know where it is at the minute.
I think it's behind you.
Has it got a filter in it? Yeah, that wants cleaning off. So we'll get some old cleaner and we'll just clean that off and I'll dry it off and we'll blow that out with a compressor as well. I've got this back on again, petrol cap off again. Just slide the 3 coil back on here again. Shut this back on, put these 3 back on here and everything's back together. So if you just hold this carburetor up from the bottom, basically just put these back in. It's just a bit fiddly, that's all. But it's not much of a job. If you did one of these sort of every day for a week, you could do it in 10 minutes. You could probably take everything off it, clean the car and put it back together probably in less than 10 minutes. So it's not much really, considering I'm probably going to sell this for maybe £60–70. It's not really much to ask, is it? So I'll slide that back on there, that back on there, petrol cap back on. I need to put some more fuel in there, David. You can remind me in a minute, can't you?
Yeah.
I'll get my screwdriver. I'll put this all down in here. Make sure this is in right. Make sure you use the right length screws as well. If there's one missing, don't put one in that's too long. You can go and stop all sorts of things opening and closing inside. You'll have a problem. And just before I put any more fuel in it, I'm just going to make sure it starts up again so we can film that. Handle what's sawing as well as some bolts missing at the bottom of it. So make sure there's not that's fine. Right, mind this airline here, mate, don't stand on that, will you? Right, I've just put this back. I'll be honest, I've had this mower for ages. But I keep looking at it and I do every other one I've got before that because I look at it and I just think, what a pain. But actually it's not too bad. So we've got it started and running, it's got no drive on it so we ain't got to worry that that doesn't work. We need to sort out these handles here, see these handles, mate? We're going to have to put something through here and bolt these on a bit better, aren't we? We'll probably change the oil as well and I'll probably sharpen this blade up. And I hope that's helped a lot of people out with, especially with this the choking mechanism. Make sure the choke works, otherwise it definitely won't start, because as I say, there's no primer on these mowers, so you can't just throw some fuel through it and try and get it running and hope it keeps going, it won't happen. So we've got it running again and we'll just have one last check just for smoke. So we've got that starting and running perfectly, there's no smoke anywhere. And it cuts nice, as you can see. I've got a bit of my grass cut, didn't I? Yeah. It's all flying out the back all over my path, isn't it? But we've got this mower, we've got the basics of this mower working. It just wants a real good tidy up. And a few little tweaks. I'll sharpen the blade, we'll change the oil, and we'll tidy this up. I've got the box for it, and I think we'll list this one. So you're going to clean this off a bit, aren't you? Yeah. You've got to just be careful a bit. You're going to get all this out of here and all this muck off here, and we'll blow it off with the compressor, can't we? Off you go. And you know where not to get it, don't you? Where don't you get it? That, what is it, that box?
It's filter.
Air filter box, yeah, don't get it in there, will you? Then we'll just give it a good clean. Off you go. Oh, that's not a good one. Yeah, try a different one. We've got a new hose pipe, haven't we? Try that, yeah, go on. Try that one. That'll do us. Go on, off you go. Give it a right good clean up for me. Get down the back of the wheels and make sure there's no grass on it and everything. We'll have it looking like new, won't we? We can do the top of it a little bit. That's it, duck. That's it. You know where not to go, don't you? I don't need to tell you, do I?